what is friendship for you? आप अपने आप को पूछो कि मेरे लिए friendship क्या है? This is a question which we never asked. Neither anybody asked us during my school days or college days or university days. Yeah, in my relationship, in my neighborhood, nobody ever asked me that what is friendship for me. So when you ask this question to yourself, the answer that you get, that is the starting point. Because that's what you believe friendship is all about. It may not be the same for other person. In fact, it is never the same for anybody else. It's always different. You see, every word that we learn is backed by a story, is backed by event in our life. So like if you know 1,000 words, for example, so there are 1,000 events from which you learned those words. There should be at least 1,000 events. So every word that you and I learn is backed by a story. कोई ना कोई घटना अपने लाइफ में हुई थी. Something happened. And then we got to know, somebody told us this is what friendship is all about. And that's how we picked up that word, friendship, with that meaning of that event. So what happens when you ask yourself or ask anybody, then what according to you friendship is? The definition that that person gives is the experience, the first time experience that person had as far as friendship is concerned. And that is what that person is experiencing every time he makes a friend. उसके लाइफ में उसके लिए फ्रेंडशिप वही है जो डेफिनेशन उसने बनाया था अपने बचपन में, जब भी for the first time he created this experience of friendship in his mind. It got stored inside your mind, inside as an internal representation, which is exclusive for you. आपके लिए फ्रेंडशिप वही है. And that is one of the reasons why we cannot measure friendship. Friendship का कोई मापदंड नहीं है. How do you know that what is the origin of friendship? किसी भी चीज को जब हम measure करते हैं, there has to be a zero on that scale, right? Only then we can measure it. If there is no zero, how can you measure it? So that zero is your own first experience about friendship. आपके पास जो friendship का experience है, वही है that the 0 point. And based on that, you and I compare all these relationships. So you really need to ask yourself that what friendship is for you. आपके लिए friendship क्या है? वहीं से शुरू होता है this entire game. And see, there's so much research was done on this wonderful one word for so many years, almost close to 40 decades. तो किसी के दिमाग में आइडिया पहली बार आया था ना, यार फ्रेंडशिप क्या होता है, देखते हैं. Let us measure friendship. So friendship has two parts. One is biological, the other one is emotional. And most of the time, we look at friendship from emotional point of view. Whereas it has a lot to do with biology as well. In fact, a big chunk of it is biology, the physical intimacy, the physical closeness, physical proximity that you enjoy with somebody. That's why कभी friendship टिकता है, कभी friendship नहीं टिकता है. All of a sudden somebody is your friend and all of a sudden somebody is your enemy. So where this word enemy came from? है ना, बोलते हैं फ्रेंड का ऑपोजिट क्या होता है, एनिमी होता है. How did you define friendship and how did you define enmity? How do you know that these are opposite to each other? Because somebody told you that if you want to experience enmity, it is all about opposite of friendship. It's not the zero of friendship. It is complete opposite of friendship. That's how we think enmity is all about. तो किसी के साथ आपका बहुत गहरा दोस्ती था for some reason, and then something happened, and all of a sudden that deep friendship, that strong friendship it transformed into enmity, strong enmity. है ना? सोचा छोटा छोटा सिचुएशन सोच सकते हैं आप. You can recall such events. Most of these husband-wife relationship, they shatter and get into the enmity zone just because of one small incident. And often it comes like this: I never thought you are like this. I can't even believe that you could be like this. And immediately that friendship vanishes and it turns into enmity. Not only husband-wife relationship, in fact, in most relationships, it just bangs by one small incident. एक छोटा सा incident होता है, and what happens? You start doubting your own belief about the relationship. You can't believe that whatever you believe about the relationship is right. So you start doubting your belief. And that belief gives rise to that new way of looking at it. And that new way is that now onwards, I cannot trust this person as I used to trust this person till now. आज इसके बारे में एक नया खुलासा हुआ है. I got to know something new about this person. And this new information is not acceptable to me. I never thought. It's like, it's a lie to me, which was lying under cover for such a long time. Like, I know this person for so many years, and it was lying under cover for so many years. So where is the authenticity in that relationship? And often you consider the other person for not maintaining that authenticity rather than you yourself, because it was not about you. It was about the other person which got revealed. So you really need to ask yourself, what according to you friendship is all about, what according to you enmity is all about, and are these two really opposite to each other? Is there any state of mind which is like no friendship, no enmity? ऐसा कोई स्टेट भी हो सकता है? नो एनिमिटी हो सकता है, लेकिन नो फ्रेंडशिप होना बहुत मुश्किल है. यू कैनॉट से दैट आई हैव अ जीरो रिलेशनशिप विद दिस पर्सन, जिसके साथ कभी मेरा फ्रेंडशिप था, जिसके साथ आपका कुछ नहीं था, वो हो सकता है. इन दैट केस द मेजरमेंट इज जीरो. somebody you don't even know, or maybe you know that person, लेकिन उसके साथ कभी आपने इंटरैक्ट नहीं किया, so that could be zero. But the moment you start interacting with somebody, that zero starts going up, and at some point of time that relationship converts into friendship. It's not कि आपके साथ किसी का relationship है and that is equal to friendship. No, it's just a relationship. आपके साथ किसी का relationship है. So that way you have a relationship with many people around you. Like there are shopkeepers, there are public servants, there are people who are doing all the cleaning and cleansing work around you. There are people who serve you day and night, but you don't have any friendship with them. You have a relationship with. And in that relationship, there's a definition of the relationship. कि हाँ, according to you, for जो भी काम करता है, your relationship with that person is according to their profession. Nothing beyond that. If he's a fruit seller, your relationship with that person is a fruit seller. That's it. If he's a sweeper, relationship sweeper का ही है. अगर वो maid है, तो relationship maid का ही है. The definition of the relationship is maid. Similarly, there's a definition of a relationship जिसको हम बोलते हैं friendship. It is just another relationship. So relationship का भी measurement की बात शुरू हो गई scientifically. that what relationship is all about. So when you ask yourself what relationship is all about, you will be surprised that मैं पहली बार किसी ने मेरे को ये सवाल पूछा यार रिलेशनशिप क्या है मेरे लिए. And as you start working on this word called relationship, you come up with all this new way of looking at things. कि हर relationship का एक definition होता है. Relationship is the way I connect, I relate with somebody. So there are different types of relationship, and one of those type is friendship. So you need to define further. According to me, relationship is like this. According to me, friendship is like this. It's all according to you. You are confused the moment you are asked this question. You literally start thinking कि वाकई ही मेरे लिए friendship क्या है. The most important question that you should ask as we are working on this topic is what friendship is according to me. Friendship may not be equal to husband-wife relationship. Friendship may not be equal to boss-employee relationship. Friendship may not be equal to teacher-student relationship. It's something different. It's something different. So you need to figure out what friendship is for you. See, once you get a clarity what friendship for you, then comes the next question. Whom should I pick up as my friend? Most of the time, we fail to create good friendship because of the reason that you and I not clear about what friendship is all about. मेरे लिए friendship कुछ और है, आपके लिए friendship कुछ और है. When we meet each other, it may not convert into friendship. Friendship बनने में बहुत time लगता है. It is not कि you become friend just in first interaction. The first interaction, you create a relationship. How you relate to that person. That person can be your colleague, that person can be your classmate. Classmate is not equal to friend, by the way. Classmate is classmate. That classmate may become your friend. Neighbor is a neighbor. It's not your best friend. You can say that she is my next door neighbor. And we have very good relationship. That is not equal to you have very good friendship. So essentially, what matters is you ask yourself, what is relationship for me? You ask yourself, what is friendship for me? And how these two are connected. Once you get a clarity on this, what is friendship for me? From there, you start a new journey in your life. And this journey is all about choosing the right friends for your prosperity, for your progress, for your success in life. Like I took this whole conversation to a different level when I started listening to such videos and started reading some scientific documents. And it all started with this point where, like Jim Rohn said, you are the average of 5 people you spend most of your time with. He didn't say that you are average of 5 friends you spend most of your time with. So if you average of 5 people whom you spend most of your time with, and you really want to be someone in your life, naturally the next question comes that who could be those 5 people with whom if I build a relationship, I can become average of them. वहां से शुरू होता है किसके साथ आप क्या रिलेशनशिप मेंटेन करोगे. सो नाउ प्रोफेशनली यू विल बी हैविंग 5 people. If you talk about profession, so there are many areas in your life. For example, it could be a hobby. So if you have developed a particular hobby and if you want to take it to the next level, if you really want to take it to high up, you can find people who have that same. hobby. For example, in my childhood, I had a hobby of collecting stamps. So I literally started looking for people who also do the same thing, जिनके ये habit है, people जिनके पास ये hobby है to collect stamps, because that is the only person who can value whatever might I am doing. उसके पास उसका value है. If I go to everyone and tell them, see, I have collected these stamps, जिसके लिए philately hobby है ही नहीं, उसके लिए उसका कोई value ही नहीं है, बोलेगा वो खाली बोलेगा wow, that's it. It's like there is no competition there. There's no relationship there. It's just like your collection you're showing to somebody, and the person you are showing to, the only thing probably that he or she can do is appreciate it, and he will or she will forget about it within 5 minutes. This is exactly similar to the thumb impression on social media. Like you post something and you expect some people to show thumbs or show some reaction. And when they are not doing so, you are doubting now. Are they really your friends? So if you have, say, 100 people in your social media, any of your groups, it is not equal to 100 friends. So you be very clear about what friendship is for you and what relationship is for you. Don't mix them up. Most of the challenges that we face in our life is just because we mix them up. We don't even ask ourselves that what is friendship for me. And since we are absolutely no clarity on that, हम उसी में falter कर जाते हैं. It's like you have a wonderful weapon which you can use, very powerful weapon which you can use to destroy all the evils. But what is happening when you're triggering it, the point from where it is going to impact, that is turned towards you. Because you do not know whom to shoot. And you think that you are the person who is miserable right now, facing miserability right now, experiencing miserability right because of somebody else. It's not because of somebody else, it's just because of you. You don't know what is your definition of friendship. You don't know what is the definition of relationship. वहीं जाके सब अटक जाता है. And that creates all the confusion. And since there is nobody to give you that clarity, you stay in that confusion for almost the rest of your life. Sometimes you come out of those confusion when you hear some pravachan on relationship. Maybe कोई गुरुजी, maybe कुछ video आपने कहीं पे देख लिया, कोई you just come across some beautiful quote which is talking about relationship and friendship. थोड़ी देर के लिए वो impact करता है. But again, it is of no use because you yourself is not clear that what friendship for me, what relationship for me. So my objective or purpose behind working on this topic this week is just one. And that one objective is I want each of you to get a sense of what friendship and relationship is for you. जो क्वेश्चन आज तक किसी ने आपको कभी पूछा नहीं, मैंने आज आपको वो सवाल पूछने का एक मौका दे दिया. And once you have a complete clarity on what friendship and relationship for you, now you can look at the relationships that you have and which of them are actually friendship for you. Okay, there may be certain relationships which are friendship for you, but it is not a friendship for the other person. ये भी हो सकता है. And then you're wondering, how come I consider you as my friend? How come you can't consider me as your friend? क्योंकि हम दोनों का definition match नहीं कर रहा है boss. The definition of friendship that you had created in your childhood, it's not matching the one which I created in my childhood. when we got come across this word called friend. And that is why it's not matching. It's not friendship. It's just a relation. It's just most of the time it's a one-sided relationship, which I consider as friendship. And since हम दोनों का definition same नहीं, it is not matching. It's not working. Many of the times the husband-wife relationship doesn't work just because of this one thing. क्योंकि दोनों के लिए definition of friendship is different, and they don't even know about it. उनको लगता है friendship word का meaning सबके लिए एक ही है. ऐसा नहीं है. If there are 8 billion people on this earth, the meaning of friendship has 8 billions. There are 8 billion meanings of friendship. It's not one. Okay? So, with this new awareness, what do you see possible for yourself now? That is the most important question you should ask yourself. And whatever possibility you see for yourself, you reset your mindset on friendship. फ्रेंडशिप के बारे में आपका जो भी अभी तक धारणाएं थी, जो भी आप सोचते थे, you come out with a clarity, a complete clarity, clear definition of what friendship is for you, what relationship is for you. And with these new meanings, once you get complete clarity on that, it might take time. It might take 7 minutes. It might take 7 days also. But you have to be completely authentic in that. ऐसा नहीं कि कल करके देखेंगे, परसों करके देखेंगे. Then you are losing on the rest of your life. This is the only golden moment you had right now to work out, to figure out what friendship is for you. You can also change the meaning of friendship for you once you are completely clear that this is what you used to consider friendship is all about since your childhood. This is what you consider the meaning of relationship for you is all about since your child. So this point, just thinking about this, the discussion that we are having right now could be the biggest turning point in your life as far as relationship and friendship is concerned. आपकी जिंदगी बदल सकती है thoroughly 100%.